bad lighting. Okay. I have the jankiest setup right here. Boom. What's up, guys? Okay, so I have been talking about starting a YouTube channel for like ever now, and I'm just one of those people that like wants to be the best at everything that I do. And everything is always like has to be like to a T when I do it, but you know what, that's just not how life goes, and there's always a learning curve to like everything. And so I was like, you know what, I have no excuses, so I'm gonna sit down and do it. And you know what, probably not gonna be the best quality for a while, but I promise the content will be top notch. But yeah, I don't know anything about technology or editing, but I promise it'll get better. And yeah, today I'm gonna do a glute, hamstring, and calf workout. So I'll take you guys through that, and then I'll catch up with you afterwards. Bye. Alright guys, so I'm just warming up here. On my lower body days, I always start with like some banded kickbacks, and this was a glute and hamstring focused day, so definitely want to get those glutes activated just so you're making the most out of your bigger movements when you move on to them. And also, of course, to prevent injury, because nobody wants that shiz. And here I'm just doing some banded abductor shuffles. You'll definitely feel this in your outer glutes. And yeah, I just did a few back and forth. And here I'm just loosening up my hips and getting ready to move on to my first big lift. Alright guys, so first movement is barbell hip thrusters. I definitely believe that squats are a staple movement in your lower body days, but if you're trying to work your hamstrings, then these are an absolute must. They have done wonders for my hamstrings and my glutes, and you can go so heavy on them. I think I only have 185 on the bar right now, but I will definitely be working my way up in weight with these during my off season. Would you ever hope for in the beginning? So you want to make sure that you're coming parallel with the ground on your way up and really squeezing your glutes. And you can't really see in the frame here, but I like to lift my toes up off the ground so you're purely pushing through your heels. Would you And yes, you can tell by my face by these freaking burn, guys. They feel so good. Alright, so second lift is stiff leg deadlifts on the Smith machine. So I have my feet about shoulder width apart, and then there's a slight bend in my knees, but pretty much straight through the whole movement. So you're going to want to move your hips back slowly and then keep your spine extended, otherwise you're going to start to feel it in your low back. And then you want to pull through with your hips on the way up and get that ugly butt squeeze in there. guys, now we're moving into standing hamstring curls. I love to do these after my bigger movements and do them very high volume. That's when I feel them the most, but the movement itself is pretty self-explanatory. Just make sure you're pulling up with your hamstring and not using a bunch of momentum. Alright, next we're doing cable kickbacks. I'm sure you guys have all seen these. There are different variations you can do, but in this one I am keeping my legs straight and keeping the weight very low and leaning over really far so my torso is almost parallel with the floor. And then you don't have to kick up to the moon, guys. Just kick up enough to feel it in your glutes, but if you try to do it too much, you'll start to flex your spine and you'll feel it in your lower back. Alright, cable pull-throughs. These are another must if you're trying to build your booty. They're awesome because you can really load up the weight. Kind of an awkward movement, but you'll get used to it. People will probably stare, but nobody cares. And yeah, I like to keep my feet in a wider stance and really load up the weight, and then just push your hips back. Keep your spine neutral. You don't want to be flexing and extending your spine, otherwise you'll start to feel it in your back a lot, and you will feel it in your lower back a little bit, but you should mostly feel it in your butt and your hamstrings, and of course the ugly booty squeeze at the top. Alright guys, and this is the last exercise I did. It's great as a burnout. I just have that resistance band wrapped around my pelvic area and a 40-pound kettlebell in my hands. And it's kind of a combination between a deadlift and like the cable pull through. So keep your spine neutral, bend over like you're doing your deadlift, and then push your hips forward and squeeze your booty. And yeah, I promise you'll feel it. And I just did 2 sets of these, and I think I did about 40 reps for each set. It's the same old team since 1916. In your head, they're still fighting with their tanks and their bombs and their bombs and their guns. In your head, there we go, kind of, maybe. Ta-da! Alright. Hey guys. I hope you enjoyed the workout. I just really wanted to touch base as to why I'm starting this YouTube channel. So, I want to do this, and I've been wanting to do it for a long time, but I want to do it in hopes to inspire and motivate others to reach their health and fitness goals. And I think that I have a lot of good information that I can provide you guys, and I get questions from people all the time, and yeah, I just really want to help educate everybody on the whole lifestyle. Yeah. Okay, totally lost my train of thought there. But yeah, I just really want to help everybody be able to reach their goals, and I think that I can do that. So yeah. Oh, another thing I wanted to talk about is I want to do a little reveal as to what my next move is going to be. So any of you that have been following me on Instagram or anything know that I just competed in my first ever physique competition. I am now a nationally qualified NPC bikini competitor. I took first in my true novice class, in my novice class, and first in my class in open, and then I took second in the overall. So for first competition, that is awesome. I'm super happy with everything that I've accomplished. So I really thought that going into that competition that I would be competing all summer long. And then once I got done with the competition, I was like, okay, I need a little bit of time to grow, and so I'll compete again in the fall. And then I was talking to Adam, my boyfriend. He helped coach me into my first competition. But I was talking to him and we were like, I need some time to grow because I'm going for longevity in the sport. I want to get my pro card. Like, I'm going to get my pro card. Some time to grow some serious muscle. My lower body definitely atrophied a little bit from the first prep just because I made some mistakes, but now I know and I've learned from them. But yeah, so he is a physique competitor, a male physique competitor, so he wants to do another competition as well. He's done one and he took first in novice and then second in his open class. And so we decided that we would do the Emerald Cup together a year from now. It's next April, so yeah, literally a year from now. And I think that is the biggest amateur show in the country, I think. But yeah, so I have till the end of 2019 to compete nationally, but I'll just compete in this show, the Emerald Cup, and get re-qualified. I don't even technically have to get re-qualified, but you know, that'll be the goal. And then I will compete in a national show right afterwards, like next summer. I don't know which one I'm gonna do yet. Probably Vegas, I'm not sure. But yeah, so that's the plan and I'm really excited. I love growing and I'm ready to put on some serious muscle, and I want to take you guys through it with me and hopefully just be able to educate you and on the whole lifestyle, because this lifestyle, it is hard, but once you adhere to it, you will start to love it. I promise. It's so empowering and feeling good on the inside and looking good on the outside and just having that confidence. It's an amazing feeling and it has truly changed my life. I'm not even kidding. I'm like so passionate about this sport and about the whole lifestyle in general, and I know that implementing these kinds of things into your lifestyle will help you in your everyday life. Gives you discipline and flexibility and adaptability, and it's just amazing. So I want to share that with you guys. But yeah, I think that concludes my first YouTube video. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you again soon.